might really wait and see though. It detected that your local network is low. Can you come up there? We having some little hiccups. You know, I know we're not there tonight. But everything. Check. Yeah, to come back. Other thing. Yeah? Alright. Alright, there you go. I told you. We black again.
Yeah, I like that. We black again.
We black again. So yeah, Ole, we topic tonight is with the men. What is going on with the men? You know? This week in particular, well, I know most of my customers is men, right? And I have no choice but to interact with them. So we more or less the topic this week was, you know, the state the country and basically, you know what I mean, what going on, why it is things happening. All right, it's supposed to be back up there. Yeah. Ugh.
I told you.
Yeah, the fight is real tonight. The fight is real. Um, Stabilized there.
I'm looking so.
All right. Yeah. So This thing throwing me off.
It must, it will.
Yeah,
We go.
right. So yeah, the topic is where are the men in the society? Where are the men in the communities? You know, I experience in a lot of scenarios where influence in the children and them life. The children fathers, they know they are wrong, but they're just not putting the effort into raising their boys now. You know, and for me that's a little disturbing because remember what I doing. I come in contact with these little fellas on a regular basis, you know, and it's not that they're bad, you know. They just need somebody to guide them and keep them straight on the narrow. Even the girls, you know what I mean? I'm watching the girls and them, and these girls and them glorifying nonsense. You understand? Fast forward to yesterday, the whole country catching kicks while our family falling apart.
I ain't nobody else say it like that.
You understand? Everybody building Jones while our family falling apart. And next one, the outside, who supposedly pregnant, although she says she ain't pregnant. It's disturbing, not just the fact that people don't wanna, you know what I mean? I saw a video from Randall Fields, which is the man from Single Fathers Association, talking about the death toll. And the percentages, where's that ad? Yeah. And the percentages of the men that dying, right? Only.
You know, and I wonder if we on.
Yeah, it's saying live. What internet you on there? Big 5G. To the next one. Yeah, we supposed to be live still because it's in going okay. Yeah, so you know it real scary because the man let me know how much murders it had last year. 600 and something, 500 and something.
Right, and we're looking to pass that
already.
If we continue on
the path we on, right? And is 90 something percent of the dead people is men. You understand? Look at it all the way forward. Like catch yourself. Right? 90 some percent of the people who dead is men. The suicide toll, the suicide rate, same thing. The majority of the dead people is men. You know what I mean? And then we have a little group with 5 or 6 brothers who expressing what they're going through and them kind of thing. You know what I mean? So it's like, what is going wrong? Is it that, because I know we come from a generation of men who just time wasn't communicating with me well.
And what they're dealing with, what they went through, what the country currently was going through.
Yeah.
Even all now, but it ties back into plenty things, boy. A big part of it ties into something that us as African people afraid that we don't like to get in because we don't want to be wrong. We don't want to believe wrong. See, we religious beliefs.
Yeah.
Plenty I tie back into that.
Right.
Plenty of us not willing to even look into the fact that our religion wrong. Teachings of our religion not benefiting us. That the teachings of religion didn't start with us. Because it's unique. I was saying during the pandemic, we have here.
Yeah.
Some should have been tailored to the way we think and operate here in Trinidad.
Right.
And I don't feel that was happening. It's the same thing when you look at religious is a strict beat into from a that work for them, but it's not tailored for us.
Yeah.
And something that my father always used to bring up, we say, blessing, he say we song a little muffled, low and muffled.
Yeah.
Right? Something that he used to bring up, he used to say, how come when I open on a Sunday sometimes, and I watching the church opposite me,
yeah,
or on a Saturday and the SDA church at church,
right.
How come there's so much a woman in the church alone?
Yeah.
You ain't seen a woman coming in with a man, or you ain't seen much family. You've seen families, but you ain't seen much families.
Right.
But how come there's so much a women alone?
Yeah.
No, that would be more than likely plenty of them. Either them and they have a man, but them and the man don't share the same
belief.
Right? Or the man in one part of the church thing with them. Or wherever it is, but it starts from there.
Yeah.
Because then in the house now, Dr. Yosef Ben used to say, you can have a white man on the wall as your Lord and Savior and expect, as a black man, expect to get respect in your house.
Yeah.
How that relevant to what they're talking about?
Yeah.
How is it so much are we women comfortable? And I do, it is not a blame on the woman. Being a single parents. Now, I don't think nobody wants to be a single parent. And I'm talking that as a single parent myself.
Yeah.
Right? But it would seem that for us in our communities, it become cool. Till people are kind of thing now.
Well, you didn't have a movement in the States about the single mothers movement? Single mothers by choice?
You understand? That is absolute God. No. No, tell me. When all of this started to go that way and we started to talk that independent woman nonsense, right? Not accepting and tell them. I say one thing, one of the few things, all are we is that take a life.
Facts.
I tell them, I say, we want to go into the teachings and the thing, you know. That alone should tell you something. Right? No, you have no. Let we just add, we time are growing up.
Yeah.
And I get more like from my mother than my father.
See, but my father never lashed me.
Right?
And the one time he tried to lash me was bacchanal.
But
when that a big man already.
When he get involved,
yeah.
Place, what's one of the place? Quiet. Everybody doing what I have to do. Now we can look back at that today and understand that is because the lion roar.
Correct. Correct.
It had nothing to do with chauvinism or nothing.
No.
But that is because man make his presence felt.
Yeah.
You get 2 quarters some bullet for the air.
You need no more.
He need no more. You know what I'm saying? And that is the power of a man.
Yeah.
And to hear a woman state in 2024 that they're going to do that without that, so they probably go to like a spoon bang or whatever.
Yeah, that would have done.
All right, and get that. That's just to show you. And the sad thing about it is we as black people, as African people, is the ones who rushing to lead these
charge.
stupid movements, boy.
To lead the charge.
No, I tell people know the same way I say, so nobody in Martin Luther King time could not tell Martin Luther, well, instead of we trying to beg them to serve we, why we don't take this 10,000 people that are willing to do whatever you tell them to do?
Mm-hmm.
Why we don't tell them go buy Karen's coffee or go buy Karen's diner?
Yeah.
And that diner could only serve 200 people, so that means Karen's wife had to open my diner. Then we shall share open my diner. Then I can tear open my diner.
Yeah.
So I was a real question that like that's why I can't get down with Martin Luther King movement at all. Right? But it's the same thing when they say so nobody in telling them one of them like yo, not one of the women of them in that day like you don't understand really making no sense. You know? Based on my life, I realizing we need men.
Yeah.
It's a balance.
Yeah.
But you'll never hear me talking that bullshit about man and coming from a chauvinistic standpoint, yo, I know I need a woman.
Yeah.
I don't know about them other brothers and them who feel the so thing and macho and
not at all.
I need the warmth.
Yeah.
I need the calmness and the comfort. I also need the guidance. I tell you, I listen to real men talk out here. And real men I know out here don't feel a woman could guide them.
True. Or lead.
Or lead them.
Yeah.
I tell them, but just like how some women they say it, oh, you have to lead for we to submit. It's the same thing I tell them.
Yeah.
Because you might be better at controlling the finances than me. One of the good things is I know one or two men today who is actually hand the woman the money.
And know that it's safe.
And not just safe, you know that everything doing and have to do.
Yeah.
And as grandpa used to call it, a little kakadan putting aside. Right? But them is men who accept that the woman better with the money than me. I know way too many men that have a problem with them kind of thing now.
Yeah.
No, let me be real with the woman and them. That them kind of when you deal with them kind of thing, or as a child growing up at a certain age, you see that.
Yeah.
Sometimes it make you pull away and make you feel well, you don't want no part of that in your life. And we can't vex with them, you know. I think it's a big responsibility now to let them know. I let them know, yo, we need all of you. Every now and again, I try to make that post on my socials.
But let me say this, right? I feel like if our generation in particular drop in the ball, here why I say that, right?
Men?
Not just the men and the women.
Right.
Because we overcompensating for a lot of things. Right? Now I cannot say that my childhood was so bad that I need to change 100% of the things that happened or went on when I was a child. How I see my mother do it and how I see my aunt do it and thing, right? But I'm seeing situations now where mothers raising the children, and even in the barber shop here, it has some things that is not a conversation, brother. As a parent to a child, everything is not a conversation. It has some things when I say it,
talk done.
Talk done. It didn't have no but daddy or but mommy. It didn't have that. Right? And I feel like while I understand as a child of the 80s, our parents, we didn't really have that two-way conversation kind of situation, right? Go on, babe. Yes, mommy. Right? Go to school. Yes, mommy. Yes, daddy. No problem. Right? Do maths. It didn't have no but I don't like maths. I prefer to do this or I prefer to do that. It didn't have that.
No, I gotta do it.
And as a result of that now, I am seeing our generation now, everything is a conversation. You understand? Everything is a conversation and there's an option. So when I see mothers telling their boys and them, hey, you come to cut your hair, there's where it is, you gotta sit down quiet, bam, 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 and a discussion. They're still thinking and I be like, but you hear what your mother say? No, I'll say this. All them super strong women and them, even when they come in the shop and the children malfunctioning and I talk, the children is calm down, eh? Because, where you say just now, the organic structure of the nuclear family was meant to be a particular way for a particular reason. Because I just hear my wife roar, and my children they still try to challenge that roar. But when I roar, as you say just now, everybody does pat right down. Even the one who feel he have some kind of strength to stand up.
Yeah, there's no.
You understand?
It's in the DNA.
It's innate. And now I'm saying, like, when I looking at this society now where I watching mothers, boy, your son going to school and you carrying the bag for them. Now I know somebody bag on them real heavy, yeah? But as liken it to the scenario with the butterfly in the cocoon, right? And they show you and they say, hey, when a butterfly is coming out of a cocoon, there is a reason and a purpose for that. Because the breaking out of the cocoon is what is strengthening the wings to be able for the butterfly to fly. Dragonfly, bee, all of them, same thing, fly, everything. That process is necessary, just like the plant, the seed, struggling to come through the soil.
Yeah.
It have a purpose for that. So when you removing all that struggle from your children, right? Man and woman, I ain't talking about the females alone, I'm talking about the fathers, because I've seen some fathers doing the same thing, right? Where your boys and them coming up real, you know, you're frightened for them and the thing, and yeah, what, hey, all right, thing. Oh God, let the child fall down a little bit. How we gonna know what pain mean? How we gonna know what hurt is if you don't let him go through a little bit of it? You know? And as go back to Shaq, when Shaq, I can't remember what podcast, when he was talking to them about the hardest part of being a millionaire businessman is raising your children and letting them understand the struggle. You understand? So the purpose of the man, we have a function. We have a function, and the function is not just to beat your children. The function is to have a certain type of tough love that boys and girls need. That I feel like if we deviate so far from that now, that from the time you looking to challenge a child, they want to fight with you. Babies and all, no. I remember my son, the last one day when he thinks certain thing, when I talk to him as a baby and he watching me like, another back behind him, hey, you hear me? And then you see him, you see whole countenance change because everything in him saying, boy, you see that? Forget that.
Is and people don't understand, boy. Everything connected, boy. That's why I remember. So what say, boys? Ray Higgins had said. He said there's certain information here, guys, like a chicken coming out of the egg, and whether they like it or not, whether they like where he or not, you can't go back in the egg.
Correct.
Once the egg break, crack, and then look out there. No matter what you see out there, even if you see a big wolf with the jaw open,
yeah, that's it.
You can't go back in the egg now. You see the next set of them alphabet people and them. Them is a big part of the problem as well today.
Of course.
Because they're not in their own section doing the thing by themselves, right? They out there loud. And they
proud.
out there not, I wouldn't even say proud, no, I say confused. Right? That whole lot of thing. But they also confusing children.
Yes.
Because when you I did biology who vex loss.
Right.
You ain't come out of the womb of that woman, nothing else but where you come out. You ain't come out binary, you ain't come out they, them, nothing.
Yeah.
You come out of a vagina, that means you come out of a woman.
Yeah.
You come out of a penis, that means you come out of a man. That's where you come out of they as. That's where you enter this realm as.
And there's no way you feel is.
Right? Yeah. Right? Kelvin Clark, blessings. Mortel on the inside, Osei on the inside, Mommy on the inside.
Nice.
Blessed night, everybody.
Yeah, man.
Right? Now, them coming out here, and we having to explain to these children who watching Olympics with we. What do you mean by Daddy? What do you mean by that was a woman and is a man now?
Mm-hmm.
How?
Or vice versa, because it's the next
Over,
way. Yeah, yeah,
right,
yeah.
right,
And they taking part in the female sports.
right. But when we leave the sporting arena now and the cameras off now, them people out there now coming and talking about family.
Mm-hmm.
I remember a friend of mine.
You see what Brittany Griner say?
No,
The basketballer, the WNBA basketballer.
who they get locked up?
Yeah.
What you say?
Well, the girl, her partner is pregnant, right? And she say when they want the child born, she want the child to call she pops.
Right. So, hey, look, Aquino inside it too.
Oh.
Right? Right. So this is what I said. So a friend of mine a few years back, when she was doing a degree, because they know I little afraid to say certain things. She asked for my input, my advice on she writing something.
Yeah.
My two dads. From the perspective of that far paper she researching. Can you imagine how a child going to school had to respond to, especially a black child in a neighborhood with nothing, had to respond to the children in school who want to know two fathers. Where your mother? Well, I don't know mother. Two daddies. How? But them don't care about that.
Yeah.
Them care about don't talk about we.
Mm-hmm.
And don't make it sound like if we need psychiatric help. All you do.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm saying to you, this ties into the what we call in men.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're going and see that different side of how we're calling a man of something acting like a man.
Mm-hmm.
It is promoted and accepted.
Mm-hmm.
So when you come now with your masculinity,
yeah,
then the other wouldn't forget and call it toxic.
Mm-hmm.
And that same raw becomes something bad now.
Yeah.
When really and truly plenty of we talk about the young boys for a second.
Yeah.
Because we know the girls need it too, but the girls need more hugs.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said that to me the day before, and my mind run on Jarrell. But somebody said that to me the day before, and they say, them boys and them need a man to shout, and the girls need a man to hug them. That thing had me like, ooh. See, because you're running down these men and them that live in a lifestyle, you're not stupid. Their life ain't gonna be long.
Sure.
Either they get killed or they get locked up. You still have to fend some form of fashion. Or something about that drawing you in. Right? Because you didn't get enough hugs when you was growing up. You didn't get enough comfort from the male figure in your life, maybe in your father, telling you I love you, I'm here for you, he give you a kiss, he talk to you, he carry you out. Like, yo. You see the same thing with the boys and them. Coming up the road, and your father pass and see you stand up talking to two people who he know living a lifestyle, he don't want each other around. How much all they have a father to either stop right there and call you, or wait until they reach home and talk to you first and let you know, hey, I understand you know them, you consider them your friends and everything, but the life that they live in, you see how it's going now. Now the man don't come on board, you move aside. No. A man coming at that thing that going, he go and 20 shots fired. In that
yeah.
Right? And you could pass in that.
Man and woman, because the code change, eh?
Yeah, you understand? But you never a man figure around it to sit down with you. Whether you admit it or not, because it has certain times we know his love, you know. We know the care, you know, but we really want to hear it with youthful exuberance.
Yeah, true.
Right? But you have that man figure around it to say, Carol, see them fellas and them. I know all they grew up together. I know all they used to pitch and play football together, but the life that they live in now.
You gotta stay away from that.
Yeah.
You have to stay away from that, yeah.
Right. But then now, these alphabet people are them coming now. What part of them going and talk? what part of them going on because he's not a man anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So with the male energy that is needed, just like the female energy is needed,
Mm-hmm.
with that male energy. And then you have the woman side right now, where the woman, as you say, parents trying to overcompensate. You also have a lot of women trying to overcompensate as we partner
Yes.
was showing your next partner the day.
Mm-hmm.
I personally might not like some of the ways that he was saying it,
Mm-hmm.
because you're still talking to a man and you're talking about a female.
Mm-hmm.
But it cannot be denied that what he was saying that day had real merit.
Mm-hmm.
That he could have tell that from a conversation, King.
Mm-hmm.
That was really impressive, though. We never really get to talk again after that now, but that was really impressive. But it also shows how it stands out. And what I mean by that is, in having a conversation right here Friday morning,
Mm-hmm.
4 men, one man was able to deduce that another one is raised by a woman.
Mm-hmm. From a particular school.
You understand what I'm saying? They don't know one another.
Yeah.
Right? That is also what we're facing as well now.
Yeah.
So when we say we the men,
Mm.
like, yo, I'm afraid to say we the men. I want we to talk to the men and them who are wrong.
Yeah.
Because them men and them are wrong. Men like Mendoza, Mortel, Aquino and all them
Miguel in it tonight.
I ain't see, I ain't
Today
see.
Saturday, the man supposed to be home.
Osei and them.
Yeah.
See them as the brothers now. When we talk to them,
Yeah.
they already have an idea because they're living it and doing it.
Correct.
Them is the ones go sit down and talk, or say you go be on walk and you go talk to men and things.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because to just come and ask the cyber world with the men,
Yeah.
yo, I might get lost inside of it. Because I'm telling you, I watching the attitudes.
Yeah.
On the flip side, the way that we are allowing social media and celebrity input to run with children's life, more and more we're like, they get some new electronic devices, some of that,
Yeah. But that's why battling it right
But
now.
when I get it, King, it's been a while since, well, because for the most part, at least when she with me,
Mm-hmm.
I can't talk for when she with she mother, but when she with me, for the most part, she don't go on things like the what she go on things like YouTube and things, but she's getting older.
Mm-hmm. And curious.
She's very intelligent and very curious,
Mm-hmm.
right? I ain't trying to lock her away because I'll be fooling myself.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it are certain things like where's the thing from Google? Is the family link?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
That's necessary.
Yeah.
That's necessary. That's necessary.
Yeah.
I going through that hell right now because mine is 16. Now turn 16. And it's like everything that I don't want you to deal with is what you are attracted to. You understand? And it's like the more I tell you about it, is the more you do it. And it's like, yo, wait is way. So, as a father and a man, me being able to say, hey, let she get burned. It's not the fall long and boss face part again now. No. Now is...
That's not right, Karen.
Go ahead.
So, assuming that this is a woman,
Uh-huh.
a victorious one, that the name of the person.
Right.
I think I heard the person say, men bring discord and want to receive harmony. Now, if that's your first comment, I don't know if this is the first time you ever tuned in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we ain't trying to bash nothing here. But when you come with that kind of line, men bring discord
Mm-hmm.
and want to receive harmony, well, then what you bring in?
Mm-hmm.
Your harmony is supposed to be able to smoothen out that discord.
Yeah.
So if it's only discord that you are wrong, that means you ain't bringing no harmony.
Mm.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. So you see that burnt alone thing? That part of the parenting thing? I can't take it.
Yeah, boy.
I cannot take it. And now more than ever I seeing that you could make a child but not make them mine, brother. killer, yo, I telling you, It's like, yo, I telling you, that day, where you seen in the corner day, that is death. Togo day. And you to prove to yourself what I telling you is true.
You come back here watching. What to you? I just did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Brother, it is scary. Because you know you're saying to yourself, like, these children and them intelligent. Nobody not selling me on that shippiness, brother. And you see that is a child thing, and not hearing that neither. I not hearing that. Because that same is a child know to find all the icons on your phone. Right? If they display Temple Run, they know the icon. Nobody never teach them to play, they know how to play.
You go in there and fight, telling all these children coming out of the womb.
Ready
for a phone in the hand, boy. When people make that meme as a joke, I tell them, I say, well, they never really watch that in the progression. You have you even better than me because you have a, 4?
43, yeah, 4.
I have an 8-year-old child, and I remember she using an iPad, and I stand up watching. She in the crib like, what going on here?
Yeah.
Because I never show you it on nothing.
Yeah.
Right? So,
but you know where that come from? I was watching a documentary. Gerald sent me one documentary to watch. And when that one finished, this one start. She sent me one on game theory. So I was watching that. And then our next one start on the brain. Right? And in the middle of the documentary, it had a part called the trauma. Trauma to the brain and how it is passed on, right? They did a experiment with some mice. Them little white mice and them, right? Shock therapy. Well, not therapy, but shock trauma. So what they do is they introduce the smell of almond to these mice. But when they do it, they shock the rat. Right? As they progress now, they start to do little tests on the mice. They realize the mice develop some new receptors in the nose after the shock, right? And the brain. Sorry, not in the nose, in the brain. The mice had babies. The babies come out with the same, wherever it is developed receptors, the babies come up with it. So now the rat's more sensitive to the smell of almond. Right? And what it was saying is that is how trauma is passed down. And we don't even realize that coming down. You understand? And that is why I think everybody just talk about therapy and therapy expensive and thing, but brother, we just spend more money on shit. Real talk. You understand? We just spend more money on shippiness. Right? So for me to spend a 400 on 2 hours with somebody to sit down and that person is a professional to be able to advise me on what it is I feeling, I do not spend that money. Because that could mean the difference between me passing on that shippiness to my children and something happening to my children. You understand? And I could really do it all that at this point in my life. So as a man real advising my male counterparts to go and get therapy, because I understand that comment just now, but I really want to go too far into it. But
what is that?
The Discord partner, right? I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it because that sounded a little better to me, and I wish the person would identify themselves.
Well, they went on to say, they went on to ask, what do men do wrong? And then they asked it again, I'm curious, what do men do wrong? And my response to that is, what the man are wrong, you doing wrong, or what somebody did wrong to you that you keep playing over with other people.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about the rest of men here, but I know I ain't perfect.
Sure as hell not. Me neither.
But I ain't,
and that's not the point of the conversation.
You're not going to classify me with what do men do wrong.
Yeah.
And that's the bullshit that we facing right through. Now that going to change it. Where are the men? So we questioning our brothers. But now you want to turn it into a man versus woman thing now.
And that's the problem.
That
is the problem right now. And that
is chef greetings of Damien anyhow.
Oh chef, that is what is happening societally right now. And it is our programming.
Of course it is.
You understand? It is our programming.
I want to go back to where Mortel started because, as you say, it's our programming. Mortel say the destruction of the African family from slavery is still being perpetuated today, where the masculine energy has been removed. So, if we start right there and we use the science that I was now talking about, when we had people telling us this 40 years ago that we are still suffering the effects of slavery. Real people born it out 20 years ago, people born it out 10 years ago. I get born out for it because I started to see it too.
But they have two young girls have a page on TikTok and they pull the Willie Lynch letter, whether it's real or not.
Right.
And
but the Willie Lynch letter is not real. It was written by a man who's probably parents' age. But what is said in the Willie Lynch letter is what was done for the most part. And the shit make real psychological sense.
But you're seeing it today. And the two of them, they are my son age. The two of them are looking like 19, 20, like they're now doing university and they're going through the thesis and whatever. And the two of them discovered that letter. Because you know, in America, they're trying to cover up them thing now so you don't have access to it and it ain't have no conversation. But the two little girls talking about how they seeing the impact of that today still, right? Because now you have these independent women songing like how this person songing in the chat here. No offense, but it is that where it is a man versus a woman, and we trying to fix the situation because this is not going to work.
So you know what I'll say now to tie into that and to the question that person keep asking, right?
Yeah.
He says some goddesses have been so hurt by so many fake kings. When a real God comes into their life, they can't see us.
Yeah.
But that goes vice versa too.
Of course.
Right?
Of course.
But at least Mortel is acknowledging that plenty men hurt women in such a way.
Yeah.
And when a good man come around them, they can't even see that there is a good man. All they're seeing is you could possibly be doing the same thing the person was doing before, right?
Yeah.
And then he say the downfall of our God begins with the goddess. Until the goddess returns to her divine self, gods will automatically be in line. As a god, we never stop worshiping the goddess. So that's why I say it ties back into.
Right.
Because as an Orisha devotee, one of the first stories we learn is with Oshun. When some of the Orisha and them come to earth to make the earth habitable, was mostly masculine energies.
Right.
Oshun was the only female and they leave out Oshun.
Right.
And all the thing and them they leave out Oshun, and Oshun say, all right, none of my energy. So nothing started,
everything dying.
Everything started, nothing they're doing and working and thing now.
Yeah.
So going to the most high.
Yeah.
What going on thing? Say what thing, well, all they leave out Oshun thing. That to come back now, deal with she, give sure she supplement everything in order for things to go back smooth and alluded that is to go with what Mortel saying here.
Yeah.
But when we start off with it, have some men that cannot respect women like that. Some men cannot see a woman lead.
Yeah.
And that's a big problem in the society here. But that is where our chauvinistic European thinking comes from.
That's right. That's right.
Because as I say, we see especially from Black America, we in Trinidad and Tobago, we see it off and on. Not that it's not here. But we see women run households.
Of course.
It's a plenty of households, breads. We watch.
Brother, I is the product of that.
It have a man, you know.
But my father was there, but my father never teach me nothing, king. My mother teach me to ride bike. My aunt teach me to play football. You hear what I'm saying? So I am 43 years old today. Yes, I have more emotional intelligence because of that than if my father had raised me. You understand? It's not that he didn't raise me at all, you know. He just, the important, you watch Inside Out, right?
No, I know.
The first one, not the second one.
I can't remember. I know I watch it, but I can't remember.
Right. So in Inside Out, what they talk about is the key moments in the child life that is create key memories.
Yeah.
Right? And all of them key memories that I talking about
from your mother.
It's from my mother and my aunt.
I remember telling my mother that I think it's only now that she understand what I say.
Yeah.
Especially now that I probably don't have the amount of venom that I would have been having at that time.
Before,
That the same thing, you know, say they have no memories of doing nothing special with my father. I think is one of the reasons I try to do so much of things with my daughter. You know, and as you say it like that, it trigger the key moment. Matter of fact, the simple little things. I tell you that two things really stick out at me, and both of them involve his work. We go in Lupino to deliver ice cream. Up on top the hill in Lupino, and go in Sando to deliver ice cream.
Yeah, tell me about the Sando one.
You
The
understand?
Lupino was gonna stop to pick up mango.
Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Them things stand out because me and you alone. Right? So we like, nah, boy, we at a real. Someday this week I fight it because I come home and tired. I just want to, like, she like, come and go, you have to exercise, come go to anything. But it's also a time where there's no bond and thing now. So you say, right, let you go. And so I understand you come home and you're tired. But boy, sometimes you just have to do it now because, as you say, what is the things that will do the memories? Because you could be resented for it, that you never do nothing with me. You know, and I do what that on me.
No.
Simply because
you don't need it.
The next thing is, I do what you start to look to build memories with people.
Other people.
That probably do have your best interest in. Yeah, that.
There's a good place for we to study playing to a good manners segment, right? Now, I'm assuming the lady, what is the person name? Victoria's what? Victoria's one.
Yeah.
Plain talk, good manners according to
Jamotel,
right? The balance we require is for the both parties to understand the importance of their roles in each other's life, right? Now, right now, I am seeing I had to give the women and them some licks, right? Because, why? All they open all their leg for some of the weirdest men, right? And it's women who sitting at the highest. You know what I mean? Just giving in to these fellas. And I'm saying, I understand the pool murky. I understand the pool shallow. I understand all of that. The latest census say 9 to 1, right? There's 9 women to 1 man, right? But I'm saying this. If we go back to the African, which is where it was alluding to just now, where we revere the female, the mother, the wife in the household, right? If a woman set her standards here, right? Automatically, the man now had to say, well, boy, for me to reach she, I have to do what I have to do to come up there, to get to she level, right? Not that you coming down from there to meet he down here because you fear not ever being able to get a man.
Karen, I'll cut you away.
Good for now.
Your opinion does not supersede my research.
And
this is why I want to respond and tell all the people and them who just come with that kind of try to use scientific research and things. Just like I tell them economics. After watching our video, I send that for you because we gotta discuss that, Harry.
Right.
People lending people money, countries we talking about, who have no way to pay them back. It's the same thing here. Your opinion does not supersede my research. You telling two men who sit down trying to hold other men accountable and not blame women that we rolling an opinion. When you're doing your scientific research on a topic like this, whose opinion you have to go to first? It's not the men you have to come to.
Yeah, you have to come to the men.
Because if it was for the vice versa, you have to go to the woman. So,
but what is you see
that emotional thing? No, we don't mind you be emotional.
No, but what is the contribution? If it is your saying your research or whatever, what is your contribution to the conversation that we could create some kind of
discourse? So, I read this comment from her previously.
Right.
And I assume it's a woman.
Yeah.
Right? In order for relationships to work, it's dependent upon women sacrificing and accepting the shortcomings of males. No, thank you. Men must evolve. No more power and control over women and children. Right? No, I want to say, is it that that is what you have experienced, or that is what the women in general across the planet have experienced? Right? No, it's not the first time I would have heard a woman saying that they had to sacrifice and accept shortcomings now. Or men just do the same shit and thing
Come
too.
on.
This is that one is probably a universal thing with the two genders now. Tell me we living in a chauvinistic world. I can't say no to that.
Of course.
Tell me we living in a male-dominated world, whether the male could run it or not. I accept that. But don't just come and tell me about your scientific research.
But we're not even talking about that.
Right? Nah.
We're not even talking about that. What we
Hey,
doing?
look at Keisha jumping. Hey, greetings, Keisha.
Oh, fairness, what's going on?
Right? She sent something for us to highlight, boy.
Oh, the girl, the girl,
Yeah.
the little girl, yeah.
We could talk about that before we go in the next few minutes.
Yeah.
Right? She says, as long as there is a patriarchy and so oppression of women due to men's need to be validated, there will always be an imbalance. I would never disagree with that.
Yeah, but we're not even talking
about that. But I know what we're talking about.
We're not even talking about that.
We're trying to talk to brothers to be more accountable, be more present.
Yeah.
So that you might not have to deal with that.
Correct.
I don't know if they probably just jump in and in so humble yourself. I would never be humble. The meek and humble nothing but more chains, according to Dr. John Henry Clark. So that stupid theory about humbleness, I don't buy into it at all. Just like I don't buy into eat little and live long. It's only poor people that tell that to it. And nothing to do with physical food I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Eat little and live long is only we that tell that to. Everybody is trying to get $1 billion. Right?
But we had to settle for 1,000.
Right. And that humble is only we that tell him to be humble. If you never go and meet no intellectual, nobody who is great at whatever they're doing, you can't tell them be humble.
And this program, let me say this. Because that place where you're coming from, this is not them American YouTube stupidness who all it is watch where man feel the red pill and that kind of dotishness. We're not dealing with that. You understand? We's two fathers who been through it, we've been doing the work, and we don't subscribe to that dotishness, right? So with all due respect to you, my dear, with all due respect, we're not discussing that. See, where the males, it's not that they're absent, but their presence is not being felt in a manner that is required to take the community forward. You understand? I, as a father, I am right now, I parenting other boys that don't live with me because they have issues with their fathers. Look, this morning I had to hug up one. You understand? Because his father telling him a set of shippiness, but he's soft. You understand? And I listen to this and I saying, but brother, before your son come to you with a issue from school of bullying and whatever the case is, right? And before you say, son, you don't worry about that. You be yourself, XYZ, and let me handle that. You will tell the youth man why you don't change this and why you listening to that and why you just do this and why you just do that. So you chastising your son for being himself because other people find he hard. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why I'm talking about. That's the shit. That's what we're dealing with.
During the week here, you're watching man who dealing with things and telling them, boy, get over that now.
Get over what?
Right?
Get over what? We're not on that patriarchy nonsense. This person talking about.
Say, what's happening now is that some are knowing their worth and are not settling for drama queens.
Correct.
As rare as goddesses are. That's why we are looking. That's what we're looking for. Period. And that's what Mortal is saying now.
Yeah.
Right. So you say the victorious one say it's a patriarchy worldwide. We never dispute that.
But that person sounding like them as what you call them bots or whatever it is. This coming to try and upset the apple cart and thing. And we not really time for that tonight. Women
are the resources we carry society. As somebody who does practice an African spiritual system, you will never hear me dispute that. Again, now I want to respond. You know why I want to respond? Because I don't want nobody tell we what we conversation is about.
Correct.
You understand?
Yeah, you have your own assumptions and nothing to do with what you're talking about. With all due respect.
Women are the resource and we carry society. I wouldn't dispute that. No life can come in and on this realm. And I hear what I say, in and on this realm. No life can come here but through a woman. You know, so we first reverence is the woman. It a one God. The most of the people that follow a God system that don't have a woman in it. But you're coming to tell me about a patriarchal world, but the God system they just follow. God don't have a woman and he don't have a wife. How God could teach a man to be a loving husband and a loving ruler.
Yeah.
He don't have a mother to have to know that compassion and he don't have a wife. If you want to go down that kind of road, but that's not the road that we're going down. We're going down the road that we need brothers to step up more.
No, but all right, let me engage this conversation, right? If what she's saying is true, right? There are so many single women raising boys, right? Seeing that the world, based on what she said just now, right? But yet still, them same boys coming out and beating women, they're coming out and killing women, they're coming out and honing women. You understand?
So all they do have the answer.
Exactly. And it can't be that it's one without the next.
And that's why I keep saying that.
It can never be one without the next.
That balance is necessary. That's why you need the two of them to make a child. It have no way.
But even with all of that, what she's saying there, you still cannot have a child by yourself.
Yeah.
You still cannot do it. You could carry the child, you could do what you have to do, bring the child into the world and whatever. Raise the child, rear the child, nurture the child, yes. Right? But there comes a time they need the vice versa. Come on.
So it have a time that the woman will need the man energy for leadership, guidance, love. At the time the man will need the woman energy for that same thing, leadership, guidance,
and love. Because that is
always balance.
That is what I'm saying. You see, they just talk this thing with the bastardize the word submission. Like if we say that submission mean that all you have to walk under we foot, we never say that. Because as a man, you know how much time I just submit to my wife? You know how much time I just submit to my wife? You know how much times I just submit to my children sometimes and all. You understand? Submission does not mean, it is not a male-female thing. You understand? Submission is real. It means that sometimes, let me use an example. When I was painting the shop, I was going to paint the whole shop black. And my wife, before we reached that wall day, she said, babe, I ain't feel you should paint the whole shop black. And this is a very basic example, right? I said, well, why you say that? She said, nah, you know, the little wall, the little extra wall should give me something and whatever. I said, I'm going to say, you know, you're making some sense there. Right? Wrap up the paint. We take down all the paper, take down all the tape, and we done paint, because that was the last wall to paint. You understand? And this energy here that this individual is bringing is what have the state, the place in our state, because it is not men versus women. It is never that. Right? Forget Kevin Samuels and the feminist movement and all them shipping this.
I hope that this person, whoever they be, that they come on to this program more often. Because they have real comments to say, and it's all directed at in this particular topic now. One of them as well. That's not, I want to read over one of them. When I was talking about rule and things, it's a rule reflection. I have a thing I write some years ago, you know. I am a king. And the name of my kingdom is called self, you know. I tell you, ain't talking to two people who pushing that stupid man over woman kind of thing.
Yeah,
right?
But that person can never be no follower we want. They could never be following
really
the program.
Need their children. However, it's quite common for a man to walk out.
Then you hurt. Playing to good manners, you hurt.
Right? So
you are hurt. You are a hurt individual and you need to get some help. With all due respect to you, because we are not those type of men. Right? We have 200 and something episodes on this program here. You would never, my sister, right? My sister living in the States and my sister know better than that. She just have good conversation with me and she just be like, Karen, you know, sometimes, because look the other day we talking about the same Candace Owen is woman, right? And I tell she said, boy, she's a man, woman, thing. No, I lie, wasn't that? We was talking about the yes, same she, but with the single woman movement,
right,
having their own children and whatever, right? And she said that she doesn't feel like Candace Owens was saying that she was alluding to the nuclear family being the ultimate goal, right? And she was saying, well, it shouldn't be like that and whatever. And I understand her position, right? But a woman choosing to have a child without the father present is utter madness. You understand what I'm saying? Because you choosing to carry that burden by yourself.
Not just that, but you're choosing to leave out without the child even having a say. You choosing to leave out an important component of the child's
life
from day one. You know?
Correct. It's because when that child get big, the child gonna ask you,
yeah,
where my daddy? Who's my daddy?
Right.
Because you're putting them in a situation now where they're gonna go to school, where they're seeing their best friend coming and say, hey, my dad, we went for McDonald's last night. And that child
don't know nothing.
Lost.
Yeah.
So you introducing trauma to that child from birth, you know.
This person again is saying, you know, men need ego stroking the hierarchy to feel important. So I want to ask you something. Ego.
That person have an agenda, brother.
I don't mind, you know, it's not on anymore.
Yeah.
Ego is a male thing.
Apparently.
So that victorious one do have an ego.
It sounds so to me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Cat 3. KRT3. I don't know if you know what I was saying. Karen, they're not listening to understand, they're just listening to respond.
Correct.
We should ignore them and continue.
Yeah.
Kevin Clark say virtuous one, victorious one. I beg to differ because a lot of men are being threatened by their women. Some women use their children against men. I'm telling you.
Right. So let me stick up in writing. We have a system in this country right now, right, that is built on destroying the man. You understand? Which is the family court. Right? Let me go on now. They want to go. The family court is designed to destroy the family. You understand? Because you cannot tell me to have men in this country that petition in the court
for their child.
Not even for their child. To be able to see the children.
Yeah, boy. I had a virgin was going through that day recently till he just had us to just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Fight it.
Right?
Imagine the court telling you can't no kind of access to your child.
Yeah.
You have to get some money.
Mm-hmm.
The lawyer asks, all right, so we can have supervised visits?
Mm-hmm. No.
We can have supervised visits by so.
No.
By the school in front of everybody?
Mm-hmm.
No, not at all.
Mm-hmm.
I was a father in the household with the reason all that is come about is because me and the mother done, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We was legally married, we going through a divorce.
Mm-hmm.
So you telling me just 3 months ago I was in that house seeing my child. And there was no issue.
Yeah.
The system telling me based on what she's saying.
Yeah.
That I can't see that. I always tell them when I went through my thing. Anytime they did give custody to my daughter mother, I was telling them plain, do whatever that to do now because I am not paying maintenance. I am not doing that. I'm minding the child and seeing about the child all the time. No, you want to talk there. But yeah, man, we have friends. We could call 2 men right now who we know spend thousands of dollars. Me and lawyer custody. But so I said, I do that.
Yeah.
Because it's done after 8 already. Akisha, what we go do is we go do a video. Any week, me and Karen go do a video.
Yeah, we'll do a video and post. Right? I have all the links. She sent me everything.
Yeah. Akiro say, brothers, all the channel will blow up tonight thanks to victorious one. Goodness. Well, no, for the most part, I don't know who the victorious one is.
No, but they wouldn't even identify yourself.
For me, I don't need to do that because I realize people like the anonymity.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. But if you serious,
Mm-hmm.
then there's the place.
Yeah.
I hope that this is not the only show you come on because it triggering something.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you come on every show we have. We back to Saturday nights.
Yeah.
7 to 8
p.m. Yeah.
Right? I hope you come on every show and bring the energy. But this is not about bashing. Because we slogan is formulating ideas,
facing our issues, formulating solutions.
Formulating solutions.
Yeah.
You understand? They're not just a talk shop now.
Yeah.
One man can blame a woman. I want to leave you with that. That is the last time I'm going to respond for the night.
Yeah.
I want to heal out some of the regulars and them here.
Yeah.
Mortel.
Right.
Hey! Look, we get out of me.
One chef by we hanging down.
I feel Mendoza out to the family. Look at that, another man out to the family.
Yeah.
I feel Mendoza out to the family.
Yeah.
Right, otherwise he that we here.
Yeah.
Kevin Clark. He say, victorious one, you are speaking from a place of lack of emotion as well. Right? Good to see you all. So where we going? It's 7 to 8 and it's done after 8 already. All here. We back to Saturday. I know it feeling like there is some for who would we like more telling them who here from the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, you know it's Saturday night we started it.
Yeah.
4 years ago. Jesus and ages. 4 years now. Way the corner right over there, boy.
Yeah.
Wait now. It's literally 4 years into because we start during the pandemic. Oh, no, it's November. Yeah, boy. You understand?
Yeah.
Everybody blessings. Glad to have all of here.
Yeah.
Like and share the content.
Please. We know we had some technical issues at the beginning. We're trying to work them things out all year. Listen, plain talk good manners. We need some help. Right? We need a laptop with certain specs to be able to broadcast,
broadcast as well as
the interaction.
The interaction where you can call in and them kind of thing. But it's a high power laptop.
Yeah, graphics. That has to be graphics intensive.
Egos Bruise family. I'm hoping he's our family. Me don't know. So you can't bruise my ego, right? Because I don't know you from a can pain, so you can't bruise my ego now. This is a show for that now, for the discussion now.
Yeah.
Right? So we ain't afraid it at all.
Nah, we for the empowerment and the enrichment of the African people. And that kind of conversation is not that. That is not it. Nobody bruise you
keep saying blaming, but it's only you directing all your faults towards men.
Yeah. So you need some help.
Whatever it has happened. I hope you get better, but thanks for the vibes today. And come back again next week Saturday.
Yeah.
Hey, look at Travel Boss Cupcake Lady. Tammy, yeah. It's a good show, thank you. Till next time, when you say this, Caro.
Caro?
Yeah, card 3. He say he's Caro. Right?
What Caro?
Right? Everybody, blessings.
Yeah.
More life and good health. All be safe out there.
Fellas. Parring all the nonsense. Let we be who we supposed to be in the communities, please. Let we stop looking the next way. It cannot be that we on the highway and see a man driving to lick down a girl and did nothing. You understand? We cannot operate from that position and place. Right? This is not no ego thing, like that energy this young lady trying to bring to the chat. I know what we bought. Only know that because only with we 4 years. You understand? And we show is only about love and respect. You understand? For the black brothers and the black sisters. We not on that bacchanal thing where we want to point fingers and blame this one and blame that. We're not on that.
Not, especially when it comes to man and woman relations.
Yeah, come on, man.
You understand? I am of the firm belief that we society, and I specifically talking about we African society, the African part of the society, we ain't going nowhere without the only nuclear weapon that African people have is family.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
And we ain't going nowhere. We're not improving ourselves. We're not changing nothing.
Yeah.
If we don't find a way to keep families together, but not just keep them together.
Build them.
You know, with love, loyalty, and respect.
Come on.
Right? So, all more life and good health. Have a good one. We will bounce up again next week, all you.
Yes,
So Saturday.
7 p.m. Right? When we have guests, we might go a little later, but
Yeah.
right, we go do the do. Right? My brother.
Goodness, right? Blessings.